Hi guys, it's Sheila G here with your weekly roundup on Distrotv Desi. I have some lovely stories of the week for you, including an East-West fusion of juicy stuff. I'll be talking about Justin Bieber's new look, a new Bhangra release involving Dr. Zeus, Dubai's youngest DJ, Miss England's campaign for Miss World, all the hype of Frozen 2, Bollywood's pestagrammers, and so much more. Yes guys, I have some pretty awesome stories, so make sure you stay tuned. Justin Bieber's someone who could start any trend he wants to, right? I mean, I think with his influence, he really has that power in his hands. So now, Bieber's majorly switched up his look with a new pink hairdo, and it's a big mood. The 25-year-old singer has been spotted out and about with a new hairdo and a spring in his step. Justin Bieber fans will know him for his natural brown tresses and the bleach blonde hair he's rocked in various lengths and styles over the years, but now he seems to have fallen in love with the colour pink to a whole new level. Check out this pic. Pink hair and bright pink trousers? I mean, I had to do a double take when I first saw this pic to figure out if it was really Justin in the first place. Twitter's memes and messages have certainly been amusing. Check these out.
I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
And this loved up fan wrote, okay, can we just admit that Justin Bieber is so perfect with pink hair? Look, here's my take. To be frank, I think he could dye his hair green, purple, blue, and even orange. And his fans will love him just as much, or even more. I'm sure there's a bigger picture here, and there could be a really logical reason for the pink theme, like maybe preparation for a new music video, a new line of pink clothing, or maybe Justin just wanted a change. Bhangra music scene's on fire right now. What's added to that mix is this new single, the highly anticipated brand new single released by Freida Pinto and Shipra Goyal entitled Bulgari with music by Dr. Zeus himself. And I gotta say guys, this is quite a killer combo. When you have Dr. Zeus on a record, you just know it's gonna be a hit, right? I mean, his beats are always catchy and just make you get up and dance, like Jugni G with the gorgeous Kanika Kapoor. How awesome was that track? And then there were real crossover East-West tracks like Shake What Your Mama Gave You featuring Bali Jagpal and General Levi. All those beats were completely sizzling, and now Zeus has done it again with this awesome combo. The video to this track, Bulgari, is really cool with quite an international feel. I mean, the bold colours against the white background, Dr. Zeus himself bopping with the backdrop of a real urban graffiti-filled wall, and of course the gorgeous singer Shipra strutting her stuff, including sporting some pretty nice hot pants teamed up with a neon pink striped jacket and a yellow top. I know, sounds like a real rainbow outfit, right? Still, I think it works, and I like the fact that the video is so different compared to other Bhangra songs out there. I think everything just works so magically here. The killer vocals of Kulvinder and Shipra, and then that sweet sound of Dr. Zeus's beats. What is there not to love? Ladies, when you're going out all dressed to the nines in your high heels and tight-fitted dress or a cute LBD, don't you find it a little tricky to decide what kind of handbag to take? I mean, personally, I find it difficult because those incy-wincy bags which can only fit your keys and mobile phones aren't exactly practical, are they? I always need space for my huge chunky keys, which have my favourite key rings on them, so I won't ever lose them. And then there's the Bobbi Brown bronzer, my lipstick, compact, and maybe a tiny bottle of perfume too. We ladies need a little bit of space for essential items on a night out, right? So you can imagine my sheer surprise when I saw this super tiny bag which Lizzo brought to the American Music Awards. I was like, is that for real? In fact, I had to squint to figure out what it was hanging off Lizzo's little finger. The singer, who performed at the AMAs this year for the very first time, walked the red carpet in a bright orange Valentino ruffle mini dress. And although all the outfits everyone wore were amazing during the night, this Maison Valentino masterpiece, which Lizzo was pinching, was definitely the most eye-catching of the American Music Awards this year. This little incy-wincy bag is only one of 3 made in the entire world. That's just mind-boggling. And as you've probably guessed, the world has been going meme crazy over this one, not to mention all the comments. Check these out. And some have taken it up a notch or two. My favourite tweet regarding the smallest bag in the world was by MTV. I'll tell you what, guys? I really didn't think the world's smallest bag, which could barely fit a few cola bottle sweets in it, could be trending on Twitter. I really hope this is a one-off still. I may just try and get my hands on one of those tiny toy bags and take it out with me next time I'm on a night out and see everyone's reactions. And then I'll just get my friends to carry all my stuff, including my keys, in their bags. Not a bad idea. When I mention the name will.i.am to you, your mind will suddenly fill up with images of a quirky artist who is the frontman of hip-hop supergroup The Black Eyed Peas, which we all love, right? But he's definitely spreading his wings by adding entrepreneur, philanthropist, actor, mentor, advocate, and creative mastermind to his roster. I came across this real insightful interview he did with Harper's Magazine, which was at Will's LA headquarters. Now, it was pretty insightful. When you watch it on YouTube, Will navigates this remarkable technological revolution that the Middle East and the world is on the cusp of, and then he sheds light on the importance of women leadership in the field of artificial intelligence and robotics. It's pretty deep. He says that we should all expect a revolution around the corner. He calls it Independence Day. That's pretty scary, you know? So when it came to the magazine version of his interview, chief editor of Harper's Bazaar, Salma Awad, mentioned that will.i.am was the first ever man to be on the cover of Harper's Bazaar magazine. Now, as you can see by the cover, it's totally underlining the main theme of his conversation: artificial intelligence and the role of women in society. Now, as someone who believes in humanity, he believes that artificial intelligence is already in society. And when asked about whether the future of AI worries him, he casually replied, "We have nothing to worry about when it comes to the world of robots and inventions." Now, he says the displacement of jobs is inevitable. In other words, guys, he's saying that robots will be taking over and the millennials have to start figuring out what they're gonna do in a future where they'll be competing with robots. He also mentioned something which really stood out to me, and that was the fact that he's part of a project of the future. You're gonna love this. It's gonna enable us to order multiple shopping items just by asking Siri. So can you imagine ordering whatever you want, no longer at the click of a button, but just by speaking to your phone? I can order all my groceries just by asking Siri. Can you imagine? That's so exciting. Now, what I love so much about this interview was when he started praising the women around him, especially his mother, Deborah Kane, who single-handedly raised him. He told the interviewer that he's very lucky to have his mum and even his grandmother. He actually said he's blessed to have strong women in his life, and that he truly believes that if women had a larger role in society as a whole, the world would be a better place. Aw, what a sweetheart. I was quite pleasantly surprised to hear that in the Middle East, 40% of uni students specializing in computer science and IT are women, and the global average is only 10%. So in the UAE, so many women are leading the tech front, guys, a region where women have been silent for such a long time, but now they're rising to the top. Will also points to the amount of women who are in tech in India, and I salute him for his empowering words towards girls and women. He even talks about the word feed on socials like Facebook, saying it means that we are being fed on. Fed on? God, Will, I'm never going to look at the word feed in the same way again. It makes me think of parasites and leeches. Anyway, what's important is that Will wants a better relationship between man and machine, and this is exactly what is driving the multi-platinum award-winning musical genius into the world of technology, AI and robotics. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he's probably in a Star Wars themed studio right now, working on some robot who can co-produce with him. It is will.i.am after all. The world is thriving with DJs, and female DJs are also making their mark out there, from the likes of UK's Radio 1 DJ Annie Mac to the Eastern lasses like DJ Pearl, who's regarded as a pioneer of house music in India. Now, what if I told you that they may have some competition, but not from an adult, but a child? Yes, guys, I'm talking about this young 7-year-old female DJ from Dubai who is garnering a lot of attention right now. Her name is Michelle with an S, aka DJ Michelle, and as the youngest DJ in the UAE, you can imagine the gazes of wonder and absolute amazement around her, not to mention all the hype. So I heard she started DJing professionally at the age of 5. 5? I think I was playing with Barbie dolls back then. But this little musical talent happens to be the daughter of a pretty well-known DJ in Dubai called DJ Shock, who himself has been part of the DJ circuit for 25 years. So when Michelle was younger, she'd watch her father practice at home, and at just 1.5 years old, she decided to join him. Her first gig was at a shopping mall in Dubai when she joined her father on the decks and just started spinning. Now, I'm just imagining the look on DJ Shock's face going, what? I'm sure he wasn't expecting that or her Instagram following to have been raised to almost 40,000. Like her dad, Michelle loves hip-hop, rock, and disco music. Now she's begun producing her own beats on her father's laptop by putting together cubes of effects and voices on GarageBand. Check this out. And check this out, where father and daughter are side by side, scratching like they were born to scratch. How cute is that? DJ Shock looks super proud, doesn't he? Can you imagine her in 10 years' time? I mean, she'll still only be 17, but just imagine the amount of experience she'll have under her belt. I wouldn't be surprised if she soon takes a trip out to the US and joins DJ Khaled as a guest in the future. She's already collaborated with the rich and famous. Recently, she was featured in DJ Slim and Kevin Little's music video, Nikki, which will be out pretty soon. Smart girl for sure, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for this adorable, talented and shining 7-year-old DJ. Beauty pageants are a true example of a platform which gives inspirational women the chance to shine, lead and make a difference to society. Indian women have won a number of titles in the past, including Aishwarya Rai, Priyanka Chopra for Miss World and Lara Dutta, who won Miss Universe back in 2000, not to mention a number of others. But now, gunning for the Miss World title, we have the gorgeous Miss England 2019, Basha Mukherjee. This lady's Miss World entry is so touching. Did you know she's a junior doctor working for the NHS? She has such a passion to make a difference to society and care. Her video entitled Beauty with a Purpose is so candid, and we even see Basha in her medical scrubs showing parts of her journey and what she thinks about the quality of life people lead today. She talks about regular care home funding events across the country, which she's been organising since 2013, and also how she feels medics should be sharing more knowledge with people to better educate them about lifestyle choices. Her Beauty with a Purpose project is what she sums up as health education with the prevention of type 2 diabetes. Prevention by education is her slogan, and what a slogan it is. She's been relentless and has hit the streets, been to churches, mosques, temples, and even schools to spread awareness and educate people about diabetes. Her work for society has been endless, and something she's clearly been doing well before she won the title for Miss England 2019. BBC One Sunday Morning Live shared more on this beauty's message. The interview showed Basha at a local temple in Derby speaking honestly about her reaction when she won Miss England, and when I watched it, I thought, what an amazing, humble person she is. She actually says that her spiritual beliefs and prayers have contributed to any successes that she's had. She even spoke about how she embraced her culture during the Miss England competition and decided to do a traditional dance, flaunting her culture with pride. And I love it when she quotes the Hindu saying, "We should see God in everybody and every being, whatever their creed, culture and background." Quite clearly, this is what she's followed throughout her life, and it's so great to see beauty and brains at its best in a fellow Desi girl. The Miss World competition is in December, and with Basha's moving campaign and Beauty with a Purpose project, I'm sure England and so many more parts of the world will be supporting this doctor and beauty queen. Freida Pinto, the gorgeous Slumdog Millionaire protagonist who stole our hearts with her on-screen beauty and moving role back in 2014, starring opposite Dev Patel. Since then, she's had a string of relationships, including Dev Patel himself, but they didn't quite seal the deal, if you know what I mean. So I came across a post the other day of this 34-year-old beauty announcing her engagement to photographer Corey Cran. The Instagram post totally melted my heart. The pictures definitely tell a story. Just look at how loved up this pair looks. Her caption says it all. She wrote, "It all makes sense now. Life makes sense. The world makes sense. The past tears and trials make sense. What wise old lovers said about love makes sense. Where I am makes sense. And where I want to go completely makes sense. You, my love, are just the most beautiful creation to have ever walked into my life, and you are here to stay. Well, I am making you stay. All my love with all my heart. Oh, and happiest birthday, sweet fiancé." What a message. But a lot of make sense references there, and it's so cute. I'm sure loads of hearts out there being broken as she's no longer a single girl, but hey, we all love gorgeous stories of love, don't we? And Miss Pinto is definitely head over heels as shown all over her Instagram. Can you just imagine how gorgeous their babies will be? Elsa, Anna, and a frozen world. That's right guys, you guessed it, I'm talking about the Frozen Empire. We all totally fell in love with this beautiful tale of resilience, heartbreak and love back when the first movie was out, and it very quickly turned into a huge success with Elsa, Anna, Hans, and my favourite character Olaf turned into dolls and little kids and adults singing Let It Go at the top of their voices. Now, Frozen 2 is out and boy is it making waves out there. So it set a record for the biggest opening for an animated film ever. $350 million in global box office for the opening weekend. Now that's not toys or merchandise or anything else. That's just ticket sales over the first 3 days. So what's all the fuss about? Without giving you guys any spoilers, this time the characters undertake a dangerous journey to a mysterious, enchanted forest, hoping to discover the source of Elsa's powers. The sisters learn more about the parents' deaths and backgrounds, and thanks to several flashbacks, viewers may feel sadder about the orphan's loss. However, there are lots of humorous points, thanks to the most cutest snowman in the world, Olaf. And of course, there are some pretty big musical numbers. Underlining everything are positive messages about sisterhood, empowerment, acceptance, tolerance, perseverance, and true love. And both Anna and Elsa are examples of strong women who lead confidently and communicate with and support each other. Fans have been tweeting like crazy, and some have even said it's better than the first one. I always think when there's a sequel and the first one is a worldwide hit, there's so much pressure for the writers to live up to the expectations of the first. But it seems we haven't really been disappointed, judging by what viewers have been saying. Definitely a film which immerses us in a world of magic, and we could all do with a little bit of magic in our lives, right? Disney has definitely done it again, and I'm sure that Mr. Walt Disney himself will be super proud. If you haven't watched it, book your tickets, take your girlfriends or your nieces and nephews, and you'll be wowed for sure. Speaking of Frozen 2, I'm sure that Miss Priyanka Chopra Jonas has been celebrating the success of the movie too. She's in the Indian version of Frozen, after all, right? That's where the words, by the way, of the original are dubbed, and guess whose voice she embodies? None other than Elsa herself. And what's so cool is that her own real-life cousin, Parineeti Chopra, is the voice of Elsa's sister, Anna. So it's cousins playing sisters. Mimi and Tisha are now Elsa and Anna, Priyanka said on Instagram. The Chopra sisters are finally coming together for Disney's Frozen 2. Can't wait for you guys to see us, hear us, bring these amazing, strong characters to life in Hindi. On Twitter, she's posted a video with the caption, "Call it luck or destiny, but I voiced some strong, amazing characters for Disney. Voicing Elsa was a joy, and working with my baby sister at Parineeti Chopra was an added bonus. Can't wait for you guys to see it. Hashtag Frozen 2 in the cinemas from November the 22nd. Hashtag Frozen Sisters." Now she says she's over the moon that she's got to play this role with her cousin Parineeti, and how they've always wanted to work together, and doing this project just made it that little extra special. Fans are so happy about this news, and some even want to watch the version in Hindi just to hear the beautiful voice of Priyanka. Check out this tweet. "I wish I could watch the Hindi version only to listen to your voice." That's a fan, right? Yes, her voice is pretty mesmerizing, isn't it? You know, when I came across Priyanka's empowering promo video for Frozen 2, I thought there couldn't really have been anyone more perfect to play the role of Elsa. Priyanka is just perfect, being the strong, bold, and fearless woman that she already is. I think after all this hype, I'm definitely gonna have to check out the Hindi version too, because the chemistry of real-life cousins playing Elsa and Anna has got to be off the hook, right? Industrialist billionaire Ratan Tata has won our hearts with his billionaire heart. He's often been super vocal about his love for animals. Last year, he won hearts after dedicating a part of his Mumbai residence to street dogs. Recently, his attempt to find a home for an abandoned dog has left people feeling really emotional. He's actually requested people to find a home for a 9-month-old abandoned Labrador, and his post on Instagram melted so many hearts as he wrote, "Of all the different sufferings that animals today have to go through, my heart truly breaks for the ones that get abandoned by families." He then continued, "I cannot imagine what must go through their minds when one day they have a home and the next They don't. The kindness in 9-month-old Myra's eyes still stays after being abandoned, and I could really use your help in finding her a family. Please don't be hasty in making this decision, but if you know someone, or if you are that someone willing to make her believe in us again, please fill the link in my bio, #OneHomeAtAtime. Now, along with his heartfelt post, Tata also shared 2 pictures of the canine with a following of over 650,000 people. It didn't really take long for the post to go viral and be flooded with reactions. It's been retweeted countless times and has been mentioned all over social media, so much that he's now been dubbed as the man with a golden heart. It's so lovely to see, and I'm sure that with such a heartfelt appeal, Myra probably has a queue of people wanting to adopt her. Guys, did you know that pestagrammers is actually a word now? Or maybe I've just heard it so much that it actually sounds like a word. So as you've probably guessed, it's those who use Instagram to basically show off their pets. Celebrities with a universe of followers and fans who track their every move certainly love to flaunt their pets, including Bollywood stars. Now, their pet cats and dogs are so popular that they generate their own likes, and some even have their own Instagram pages. One actress who just loves her fluffy cat is Alia Bhatt. Check out this post captioned, "Like mother, like cat." Her little furball is called Edward. How cute is he? Then there's Priyanka and her little dog Diana. Just look at her. Just check out this little cutie in a little travel bag. Gosh, what a way to live, hey? Diana's often spotted with the actress and has her own Instagram account. Now, as you can see from the pics, Diana is also quite a fashionista. Priyanka has bought her own designer carry bag said to be worth $2,000, as well as a bunch of other lavish accessories. Oh boy, doesn't this dog have a life of luxury? And then there's John Abraham's 2 dogs, an adopted stray Bailey and her daughter Sia. I mean, the love they all have for their pets is so heartwarming, isn't it? There are countless more Bollywood and Hollywood pestagrammers, as well as those ordinary folk who want to display their love for these gorgeous animals. I gotta say, there's a lot of love right there. And when I get a dog, I think I'll give him his own Instagram page too, right? His own travel bag maybe, and maybe even his own bed. Why not jump on the bandwagon? Seeing these images have really made me smile, and what a great way to end my weekly roundup. That's it from me, guys, but I'll be back next week with a cool East-West fusion of stories for you. And if you have any suggestions for next week's show, don't be shy. Just DM me at Sheila G Official, and if I like your idea, I'll definitely include it on my show. Also, don't forget, you can watch us on Distrotv/Desi, or you can stream on Fire TV, Apple TV, as well as Roku. Just remember, you can enjoy a whole range of content on your phone by downloading our app from the iPhone and Android stores. You'll be wowed every time for sure. See you soon.